Stand by. And they're racing. Gold Friars was the first out of the line with Hoist the Colours gathering speed quickly in search of the front. Santa Brave being ridden along on the inside with great desperation, kicking through, trying to hold them. Bad Wolf went forward as well. Plenty of speed on early. Fat Roy Slim comes across, but just a little wide, leaving the straight outside. Misintention. Dutchie's Demerits inside of them. Followed after a length. Flower in the Wind caught a bit wide going up Matheson Road at the 1600. Then further back on the inside next of all is Black Money when they settled properly from Zachariah Bow, Forever Boy, Rationale, then Candlelight Supper and Mr. Popcorn last of all. Santa Bray was able to bullock his way through on the inside and hold the front. They've gone up to the top of the course at the 1400. Santa Bray a length and a half clear. Hoist the Colours in what has been a fast run affair to date. Then 2.5 lengths to Gold Friars down on the inside of Bad Wolf. A length and a half to Fat Roy Slim who'll be suited. Then Dutchie's Demerit the rails 3/4 of a length away. Then Misintention, One Flower in the Wind, Black Money, Zachariah Bow. After a length then the 3-year-old Forever Boy back there with Rationale, and the last pair Candlelight Supper. Mr. Popcorn trails them. Santa Bray brings them down the riverside of the track with 900 metres still to go, edging its way a little closer. The grey Hoist the Colours a length and a half to Bad Wolf at the 800. Gold Friars down on the inside now being ridden along. Fat Roy Slim also being stoked up outside. Dutchie's Demerit, the leaders all got them off the bridle. Then Misintention, Flower in the Wind, Black Money ridden along as well. Zachariah Bow, Forever Boy 8 lengths from the leader. A further 2 behind them. Candlelight Supper, Rationale, Mr. Popcorn at the tail. Santa Bray has made all the running 400 from home, but can he keep it going? Santa Bray straightened for home, joined on the outside by Hoist the Colours, and here comes the charge down the outside. Misintention, Fat Roy Slim, Flower in the Wind, Forever Boy. They're queuing up. Hoist the Colours, Dutchie's Demerit got through. Flower in the Wind on the outside. Dutchie's Demerit, Flower in the Wind have gone to Hoist the Colours. Flower in the Wind on the outside gets a neck clear, and Flower in the Wind won the last. Flower in the Wind beat Dutchie's Demerit, Hoist the Colours or Zachariah Bow in a photo for third. Forever Boy, Fat Roy Slim behind them. They were followed by Misintention, Gold Friars, Santa Bray weakening, Black Money, further back Candlelight Supper, a good margin, Rationale, Bad Wolf, and Mr. Popcorn always at the back end of the field. Flower in the Wind has taken out the last event here this afternoon at Ascot. The Sebring mare, ridden by Stephen Parnham. Number 9 is the winner. Flower in the Wind takes out the last over 8. Dutchie's Demerit, Lucy Fiore. 4 Hoist the Colours, third. 14 Zachariah Bow, fourth in 2:10.77. Solidly run affair. And the interim numbers are 9, 8, 4, 14. A half a length and a half. Official margins. Flower in the Wind salutes after more than a year out of the winners list. She's run home in 36.70. Verona Santo Walliardo, she's out of a Reduce Choice mare in Meadow, trained by Neville Parnham. Stephen Parnham, the winning rider. Dutchie's Demerit second, a Demerit gelding out of Dutchie's Express, prepared by Paul Roberts and ridden there by Lucy Fiore. And third placing to 4 Hoist the Colours by Galar from Movies by Burswood. A bold effort, trained by Graham Evans, ridden by Sean McGruddy. 9, 8, 4, 14 here. The official placings to the running of the last event on the card. Lockie Taylor's down there in the winner's enclosure. Lock and Flower in the Wind for the Parnham stable. Back in the winner's circle in just over a year.
And I'm now catching up with stable representative Janae Grigsby. Busy day for Team Parnham. Janae, you had to wait all day to saddle up the winner, but Flower in the Wind, she really deserved that victory.
Yeah, she did. She's been a tough mare, and took her a bit long to get past the line, but she got there.
This campaign, she's been up in work for a long time, but clearly Neville and the team have been really happy with how she's handling everything.
Yeah, she's a very sound horse, and she just keeps going around at the track every day. Nice and quiet ride, no bother around at the home.
Now, the reason that you're representing the team here this afternoon is because Mark Grigsby and also Neville are both in Sesich, I should say, are both in Melbourne representing Zip Away. What did you make of the run in the Alistair Clark? He looked like he was in some trouble throughout, but he flashed home into third.
Yeah, we should be very happy with him. Neville would be very happy, and yeah, very tough performance by him.
Congratulations on the win, and good to keep the boss happy.
Thank you, and also shout out to the team at home. We had a very busy day today, but we did it. Thank you.
Very well said. Well done there. That's Sinead Grigsby representing Team Parnham. Flower in the wind, Michael. TC tipped her from the yard. She's been knocking on the door for a long period of time and finally salutes the judge.
Yeah, absolutely. She hasn't been that lucky her last couple of starts. The last 2 starts ago in particular, she was held up and ran a really nice race. Then last start, she looked the winner, and Tiff's Lad just got that inside run on the rail, which was certainly the place to be, and she ran a credible second. But today, from the draw, she was always going to need an element of luck, but she was afforded every chance by Steve Parnham, and I'm sure he'd be particularly pleased with that win because he forfeited the ride on Zip Away over there in Melbourne today because he had some really nice bookings here at Ascot. So he's justified that decision by staying and riding a winner. Although Zip Away did perform really, really well, as we've mentioned. And I'd like to get Steve's perspective on both the run today and the decision he's made, because it's paid off in the end. He's able to ride home a winner here in the last.
He certainly is, and it's going to be exciting to see Zip Away potentially back in the West in a few weeks' time for the Derby. But Stevie is now catching up with you, Mark.
Yes, Stevie, you forfeited the ride on Zip Away earlier in Melbourne to ride here today, so the decision's justified now. Got a winner home?
Yeah, it's obviously a really tough one to make. Every opportunity to ride over there is a great one you want to take with both hands, but I just feel I had some good rides today and a few that were heading towards the feature races that I wanted to stick with, so I decided this way, but yeah, it's good. The horse still ran good over there.
The mare, Flower in the Wind, has been knocking on the door, hasn't had that much luck her last couple of starts for different reasons, and she deserved that win today. She
did, and drew awkwardly too, so I spoke to the owner before the race, and we didn't want to be too negative and out of it, so we jumped with the intention to try and get a 3-deck line or at least slot in or something like that. Early on I had some cover, and the speed of the race allowed a few of them just to filter into a spot. So in that instance, her win was pretty tough and courageous, but she also is a horse that loves room rather than being cluttered up, so you'd rather be there than on the fence with her.
And Zip Away, a really nice third, as we've mentioned. Hopefully you're aboard in the WATC Derby in a couple of weeks or 3 weeks from today. Yeah,
that's a possibility. It all depends on how he pulls up and how he comes back home. But Dad was playing with that idea of, if he runs well, coming back here for the Derby. So I'll talk to him later on and see how he's thinking with the horse. But on that effort, you'd think if he did go there, he'd be right up there with the top chances.
Absolutely. Well done on a nice way to round out the day.
Thank you. Ta.
There's Steve Parnham combining with his father, Neville, with Flower in the Wind to round out what has been a fantastic day here at Ascot. Michael, 3 feature races here this afternoon. What was your highlight?
Oh, I think Joshy Crispin has to be. Having his first listed runner and his first listed success with that first runner. Having never even saddled up a horse in a listed race before, and the horse went around favourite, and a lot of people thought he might have been under the odds, including Josh himself, but given a lovely ride by Brad Parnham.
Right on the day.
1 out, 1 back from barrier 8, salutes, and now he has a Karrakatta plate hopeful.
He certainly does. And Rock Magic, it was great to see him back on course for his Rock Magic Stakes.
How old is he now?
Oh, he'd be nearly 12 or 13.
Oh, I think he'd be older. I reckon he was racing when he was about 11.
Maybe, but Wild Bell was an outstanding victor in taking out the 2024 edition. And then in the Grandstand Cup, another good story. Junior rider Luke Campbell, first listed success. It's been a great day here at Ascot.
Yeah, absolutely. Luke Campbell really enjoyed that one as well. His first listed win, given a nice show of faith by George Dupre to put him on as a claiming apprentice. He's a young man making his way through the ranks here, and yeah, look, hopefully Wild Bell gets that slot in the quokka as well, and it's been a really good day's racing here, but all of those horses can go on with it over the next month now.
Absolutely. Exciting times ahead here in the West. The Autumn Carnival is certainly heating up, and the quokka is only 4 weeks away. That's all we have time for here this afternoon. Scott Embry and I will be back on the airways tomorrow afternoon for the Pinjarra Cup.